Hey folks, Gator Nathan here. I got a 7-bone chuck roast here right now. It's also called the center chuck or the center pot roast. The reason it's called a 7-bone, it's not because it has 7 bones, but when it's cut, the bone that's in it looks like a number 7, so they call it the 7-bone. I've rinsed it, patted it dry, and we're going to put it on the smoker tomorrow morning for about 8 hours, so it'll be done right about dinner time, around 4 or 5. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to douse it a little bit with some soy sauce to give it a little bit of a deeper flavor. Just drizzle it on, rub it around, and then from here I'm going to put my dry rub on it. Now my dry rub, what I do is I make a big batch and then I use it little by little as I smoke. And in my big batch, what I did is I put 2 cups of kosher salt, 2 cups of ground pepper, 3/4 cups of paprika, and then 1/4 cup each of, or I'm sorry, 1/2 cup each of garlic powder, onion powder, and brown sugar. And then I whisked it together, and then I add a little, I do each one, I add a little bit extra just to try to do a taste level. And on this one I added 1/8 cup of chili powder to give it a little bit of a chili flavor to it. So with the soy sauce on it, now I'm just going to sprinkle it with my rub, trying to make sure I get a good coverage on it so it has a nice bark all the way around. And then we flip it over. It's a big roast. This is a 6-pound roast, so it'll be smoking for about 1.5 hours per pound at 225 to 250. So like I said, put it on at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I can smoke it all the way up until about 4 o'clock. And what I plan on doing is I plan on smoking it bare for 4 hours, and then I'll wrap it in aluminum foil, add a little bit of juice to it, and then I'll cook it with the aluminum foil at the same temperature between 225 and 250 for another 4 hours, and let the temperature come up to about 190 to 200 degrees. And then it'll be oh so good. It'll be nice and tender. And the last time I did a chuck roast, I didn't do a 7-bone chuck roast, but I just did a regular chuck roast. And I thought there would be enough for leftovers for me to take to lunch and to share with my folks at lunch, but there wasn't. So I got a bigger roast, so hopefully there is. But so now I got it like this. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap. You guys really don't want to see that because I'm really lousy at cutting plastic wrap. So, and then I'll check in with me tomorrow morning, and we'll show how we set up the grill, how we set up the smoker, and start cooking this thing. I'll see you later.